Our old camping chairs were getting a little bit worse for wear, so we needed something new. We went looking around the shops and saw a couple of choices. We've actually got two of the companion ones. They were cheap, very cheap actually, only about $35. Also at Camping World. We happened to see them when we were in there looking for other things. It does have a fold out shelf on the side, a little table, quite useful, but this fella here is too small for the cups we have, so they haven't really put a lot of thought into the design for that. It probably only fits a beer can really, even though it's got a little slot there for a handle. These are relatively heavy, they're strong, but they're not too heavy. They're not the lightweight ones like our old Coleman. The Coleman is the lightest one we've ever had. This particular one will take up to 120 kilos, and it folds up reasonably small. It does take up a little bit more room than the one sitting next door to it. The one next to it we got from Aldi. This was around about $50. The trick with Aldi's camping gear is to look for stuff they've got left over after their sales are finished, because they'll reduce things even further. Now, sitting on there is something I'll show you in a minute. We'll just go over the features of the Aldi chair. Inside here, two pockets, one large pocket, and I can see some cooking ingredients from last night's dinner in there. And one beer can holder this side, a large pocket that side. On the other side, for the thirsty people, we have another beer can holder and a smaller pocket. That one presumably for glasses or something like that. So glasses there, book there, and a couple of beers to keep you happy for the afternoon. In the top we have a zip up area, and that's where the cover goes. So you roll your cover up. It's got a bag, a carry, well I should call it a bag. That's where your carry bag goes. You roll your carry bag up, zip it up, and it becomes a bit of a pillow, although it's a little bit low for me. If we buy this style of cross-leg chair, we like ones with hard arms, not with the floppy arms, and the Aldi chairs have those. They have some clips on the back here for when it's folded up. They look like something that might break eventually. Plastic clips are always a bit of a worry. They may actually break one day, but it doesn't really matter. It will stay folded up without those. It just keeps them in a tighter bundle. Now, as with all these sort of chairs, this does have one fault, or many of these sort of chairs I should say. This has one fault, which is this piece across here. It's padded and it's comfortable, but it still digs into the back of your legs a bit. People like me with little short legs, it's not really ideal, so I've got myself a little footstool so I can rest my legs up so I don't cut the circulation off in the back of my legs. But it's a comfortable chair, well padded. We've only just got both of these chairs, so no real idea at the moment how long they're going to last. But that's just an initial review to give you an idea of the price, what you can get for $50 and under, and the different styles. We'll let you know later on how well they last after we've been using them for a few years. Now, just in using this companion chair in the last few days, we've come across a fairly serious flaw in it. This piece of material that you sit on slides backwards and forwards far too easily, and what tends to happen is it moves back and you have a large gap at the front here, and you end up partially sitting on the bars, which is very uncomfortable. Now, perhaps my bum's just a bit bigger than some people's, but I find that material not wide enough. It should be wider so that it doesn't move backwards and forwards on the chair. So that's one fairly serious problem with that chair as far as I'm concerned.